July 7th, 2026, Egypt thought they had done enough. The underdogs of the round of 16 had pushed the defending world champions, Argentina, to the brink of elimination. Then everything changed. An Egyptian goal was ruled out, a penalty appeal was rejected, and moments later Enzo Fernandez scored a stoppage time winner. After the match, Egypt coach Hossam Hassan exploded.
Perhaps they wanted to keep the champions in the competition.
Within hours, social media was flooded with the same accusation. FIFA wants Argentina to advance. 4 days later, Switzerland found themselves inside a remarkably similar storm. A controversial VAR intervention, a disputed dismissal, another dramatic Argentina victory, another international debate. At that point, the question almost asked itself, does FIFA need Argentina to win? Because from a business perspective, Argentina is no longer just a football team. It is one of the most valuable attention assets in world sport. And that's where this story gets interesting. Not because we can prove a conspiracy, we can't. But because FIFA may not need to manipulate anything at all. The suspicion alone creates enormous value. Because FIFA operates in the same business as Netflix, Disney, and every major media company on Earth. The attention business. And the scale of that business is hidden inside one number: $13 billion. That's what FIFA now expects to generate between 2023 and 2026. The previous World Cup cycle brought in about $7.6 billion. In just 4 years, FIFA expects its revenue to grow by more than 70%. That is not just the growth of a tournament, it is the growth of one of the most powerful attention businesses on earth: broadcast rights, corporate sponsorships, hospitality, licensing, football monetized on a planetary scale. But here's the structural secret. FIFA does not simply sell football, it sells the attention football creates. The more people watch, debate, share, react, and obsess over the tournament, the more valuable the World Cup becomes. Which brings us right back to Argentina, because Argentina possesses something every entertainment company dreams about: a polarized audience. Millions watch because they love Argentina. Millions watch because they hate Argentina. Millions more watch because they simply cannot look away. And that effect becomes exponentially stronger when Lionel Messi enters the story. By 2022, Messi wasn't just a football player. He was the greatest unfinished storyline in sports. Countless trophies, global fame, but one missing achievement: the World Cup. Suddenly, the biggest tournament on Earth had the biggest narrative on Earth. Would football's greatest player finally complete his legacy, or would the one missing piece remain missing forever? Because by this point, Argentina was no longer just a football team. Messi was no longer just a football player. They had become a story, and stories operate differently. The bigger the story becomes, the more valuable the attention surrounding it becomes. The story changes here, not because of conspiracy, because of incentives, because when you zoom out far enough, something interesting starts to appear. Argentina's biggest matches don't just create winners and losers, they create controversy, and controversy is one of the most valuable forms of attention in the world. Penalty decisions, VAR reviews, arguments, suspensions, refereeing debates, every whistle creates a headline, every headline creates a discussion, and every discussion creates another reason to watch Argentina's next match. That's the mechanism. A clean victory lasts 90 minutes. A controversial victory lasts all week. Television panels analyze it. YouTube channels break it down frame by frame. Former referees debate the decisions. Fans argue across every platform imaginable. And the most fascinating part, many of the people convinced the tournament is unfair still tune in for the next match, because now they are emotionally invested. They need to know what happens next. In media, that's called engagement. And engagement creates commercial value. The perfect example, the tournament itself engaged approximately 5 billion people worldwide. Nearly 1 in every 6 human beings touched by the same story. Not just a football match, a global narrative, perhaps the most commercially powerful football story ever created. And when stories reach that scale, something interesting happens. Every decision feels bigger, every controversy feels suspicious, every outcome starts attracting theories. But pause here, none of this proves that FIFA manipulated a single match. That distinction matters. Conspiracy is easy to claim. Incentives are easier to measure. So the real question is not whether FIFA controls what happens on the pitch. It is whether FIFA benefits when certain outcomes create more attention than others. And the answer is obviously yes. The more emotionally invested the audience becomes, the more valuable every broadcast deal becomes. Every sponsorship package, every hospitality suite, every licensing agreement, every future rights negotiation. When Egypt complained, when Switzerland complained, FIFA's refereeing department rejected the accusations. But whether those decisions were ultimately right or wrong isn't the point. The attention effect had already begun. The controversy had already become content. Supporters wanted Argentina to continue. Critics wanted Argentina exposed. Everyone kept watching. That is the corporate paradox. If you're FIFA, Argentina creates value whether people believe the story or reject it. Support creates attention. Suspicion creates attention. Outrage creates attention. And attention is the exact resource FIFA monetizes. The biggest misunderstanding in sports business is believing value comes only from admiration. It doesn't. The most valuable products generate emotion. Positive emotion, negative emotion, it doesn't matter. Both keep people engaged. So does FIFA need Argentina to win? Maybe that's the wrong question. There is no public evidence of match manipulation, no leaked instructions, no whistleblowers, no secret payments. But there is evidence of something else. Argentina has become one of football's most powerful attention assets, and every controversy surrounding them stops behaving like a distraction and starts behaving like additional content. Because FIFA doesn't simply sell football, it sells stories. And for the last few years, no football story has been bigger than Argentina. The real lesson? The most valuable asset isn't the team, it isn't the player, it isn't even the trophy, it's attention. Goals disappear, champions retire, but attention compounds. And whoever captures the world's attention controls one of the world's most valuable businesses. But FIFA wasn't the first organization to understand that. Years before the 2026 controversies, Lionel Messi pulled off an even bigger leverage play against the institution that built him, his own club, Barcelona. And what happened next proved that a single athlete could become bigger than a multi-billion-dollar football institution. To see how Messi mastered that game, click here and watch how Messi became bigger than Barcelona.